Hello, everyone. This is Pennsylvania and Florida Eastern back again with another review. Today, I have some special locomotives. It's been a long time since I was going to actually get to these, and now we're finally here to finally review them. So, if anybody doesn't know what this company is, this is True Line Trains Gold Series FM Sea Liners with the Pennsylvania road name on them. Now, this is probably one of the only few reviews on YouTube that really get into detail about these, and I believe I'm the only person on YouTube who has Pensy ones as a model being shown in a video. And I know there's some people who have had those Canadian Pacific locomotives, and I believe there is Canadian National as well. I have rarely seen any Pennsylvania ones shown, let alone New York Central ones as well. The other sea liners you'll probably see on YouTube is those Proto 1000 sea liners that were made by Lifelike a long time, not that long ago, but like maybe over 20 years ago. So yeah, we'll go into the boxes. We'll look at the. Here it is on the side. It says True Line Trains, quality beyond compare. These models are actually really nice. And you can read more on the side. It says True Line Trains locomotive features, prototypically correct paint scheme. And I have to be honest, the paint scheme is really great. Accurately detailed features. Trucks equipped with non-magnetic wheels, which I guess is pretty good. It says 14 plus. Here's another seal on there as well. This is in French because obviously this company is actually based off right along the border of the United States and Canada. I think it's in Canada primarily. So, yeah, these guys do primarily Canadian National and Canadian Pacific prototypes. Here on the box is Pensy, Repositional, TLT 500, 160. Stripe A unit number 9495 DC DCC. Both of these were DCC equipped by a company that were selling them, or a store that was selling them on eBay. I got the A unit for about $85, $90, and I got the B unit for $100, $110. And what they have on them is a Luck Pilot 5, which is pretty good. I'm glad that they put DCC in them, which for $100 is amazing. Eventually, I'll put sound and DCC in these. I'll probably do ESU, Luck Sound. Unfortunately, though, they don't have the sound files for these locomotives, which is a shame. Here's your B unit. It doesn't have a cab on this end. But yeah, they don't have the sound file for the sea liner. So I read upon it on their website about their not their Trainmaster. They have a HL44, I think. I forgot what the name is. Probably people who have an idea of what I'm talking about, they'll probably comment it or know what I'm talking about. They only have a 4 6 cylinder prime mover sound, but I heard that if you speed up the prime mover sound a bit, it'll sound like a 6 or 8 cylinder or 12 cylinder diesel prime mover. But yeah, these diesels are pretty interesting. Well, I'll open them up in the next section. First, I just want to say that these are a little bit longer than your typical diesels back in the day when they had the streamlined diesels, the Gen 1, as I like to call them. These are a bit longer, mainly because they'd have a four-wheel axle. No, four-wheel axle. They had a four-wheel truck in the front and usually a six-wheel truck in the back. That was part of their design in some of those, especially on Long Island Railroad and some of the New York Central commuter, I guess, trains as well. The B units, I don't think had the six-wheel trucks in the rear. I'm not 100% sure. You can probably look them up online and figure that out. yourself. But these are um, four-wheel trucks in the rear, so they're all. There's only 4 axles. There's no 5-axle versions that I have, and to be honest, I like the 4-axle one. So these are a little bit longer than your F units and your Baldwin Sharks and even the Alcos. Speaking of which, I have one right here. Oops, must have dinged something. But yeah, these sea liners are just a bit longer than the Alco FA2s. So yeah, they're a bit longer. Not long like a Baldwin Centipede, but they're definitely a little bit longer. Alright, so I'm going to get them out of the box. See you in the next section. Alright, now that they're out of the box, I guess you could tell in the video they look pretty green, and in reality, they are a bit green, which is fine. I don't know how green they really were in real life. A lot of the photos were in black and white, but I'll probably have my my title, pretty much my title card or my, and I'll figure out what it's called. But when you see the video and you click on it, it has like that picture there. I forgot what it's called. I don't know why it blanked out, but I'll probably come back to me later when I'm editing the video. Anywho, so yeah, this is what they look like outside the box. They do look a little bit green. They are pretty green, actually. The detail is pretty good. These are probably the best sea liners you can get out there besides brass. They do not have the train phone on the A unit, but I could always get brass details and then paint them and then put it on here. Now these wheels look pretty thick around the rim. These are pretty interesting. They're pretty much around the same thickness as my Broadway Limited tender wheels. And then if you look under here, if it focuses, let's go. There we go. Yeah, it's made in China. It says property of Canadian Hobbycraft Limited. There's a flywheel and a little bit of the can motor right there. And there's the pickups. I heard some people have issues with these. I heard you just gotta some cat here, just nonsense. You just gotta, if you need work on like those pickups, just they say just bend it in a certain way. And it looks like they have bearings on these. There we go. They have brass bearings in there, so that helps the contact pickup. And all the wheels, which is cool. Here's the back detail. It's got some grab irons in the back. If it focuses, there you go. Got some light in there. Those are not. I believe the A unit has a reverse light. It's right in between those two holes on the top. They don't have lights in there. I'm pretty sure those might be marker lights. I'm not 100% sure what those would be. There's a roof detail. I really like those 4 fans. They're see-through, which is pretty cool. I really like that design. These are really unique locomotives. I really like them. There's another see-through kind of like fan detail. Some more vents. Some more see-through grill stuff right on the side too. So yeah, you can tell that like the 6-axle, the 5-axle version would have an extra axle under here somewhere. So the streamline would go back a bit. And this is where the fuel would really be. But since it's the 4-axle one, it just has extra streamlining, which is pretty cool. Here's the front. Here's the very front of the locomotive. Really nice. There are no crew figures in there. I wonder if there's a interior inside the locomotive. Not sure why it's not focusing right now. Sorry about that. There we go. But yeah, I could definitely. There's a lot of windows on these sea liners. It's amazing. I really like the sea liners. I know they were pretty much failures in real life, but As models, these are really nice. I really like them. I hope Walters makes them, or somebody makes these, because they're kind of hard to get, these things. People try to sell them on eBay for like around $200, $300. Some of them with sound, I think, is around $300 at least. So yeah, it's a steep price to pay for a unique diesel, especially if it's from another company, because usually you see the MP36s, if anybody knows by True Line Trains of what they make. Those things that people try to sell for over $600. It's ridiculous. So yeah, you can tell these are really expensive. But they're really nice. In the next section, I'll have the shells off, and then we'll take a look inside. But before I do that, we'll look at this, the instructions, operator's instructions. It's a C-liner, True Line Trains, quality beyond compare. Congratulations, you've just purchased one of the series of the... Wait, you have just purchased one of a series of the finest running HO scale models of HO scale, well, it doesn't matter, locomotives available today. Equipped with a new drive system and motor, your True Line Trains locomotive will give you years of enjoyment if cared for properly. Ooh, this is going to be nice. I hope these are really nice. I wonder when I open up the locomotive. I'm not going to completely tear it apart, but hopefully when I open it up, I get to see some of that, what they're talking about in this manual inside the locomotive. Your new True Line Trains HO scale C-liner diesel has been carefully assembled and tested before leaving our factory in China. Additionally, it has been engineered to provide virtually trouble-free operation and easy servicing. Should you require help, please do not return to the store, but contact us first to see if we can help you out. Now, to be honest, I don't know who has the C-liner stuff anymore. I think it's Atlas that has these. I heard a rumor. Yeah, it's a rumor, right? There's a rumor out there that Atlas has the drawing, the whole shebang of these C-liners now. Hopefully they make more. I like to have an ABBA of these. I only got the AB, but that's fine now. I'm happy with what I have right now. But these are really nice. I really like them. So exploded parts, number 1 is the body, which you see right there. Number 2 is the horn, which is right up front. Number 3 is the side windows, I guess are simply applied. 4 cab windows. Headlight vents is number 5, or headlight lens, like just the clear plastic that covers the headlight. 6 and 7, if I can find those. PCBs, so I'm guessing that's for the electrical board that's inside the locomotive, which I can't wait to see what's inside. Again, I want to see what's inside this. You got LED holder, I guess that holds the LED for the headlight. 12 is universal joint, which I'm guessing is what the shaft is inside the locomotive that connects it to the motor and the trucks. Got worm gear with bushings and cover. Worm gear. Oh, I'm guessing the bushings. I'm sorry. I guess that's to keep it in place, and a cover to protect it. The 14th is a motor, which I'm guessing is a 5-pole motor. It's really nice. A motor mount, which is those clamps on the sides. 16 is the chassis, which is that huge metal piece right there. Got couplers down there, coupler assembly. These are all tabs, so I'm going to have to use cards to open this up again. Got coupler pockets, which I guess is part of the coupler assembly. 18 and 19 are front and rear truck side frames. And Canadian National CN and housing plate. So it's got some special plate or something down here. And an 18, I guess, is the housing for the bottom of the locomotive. Fuel tank. 20 and 21 the front truck complete, and I guess it's the full complete truck right here. You can't even see the gear mechanism in there, which I wonder what it's about. Not all parts are available directly from us. For coupler issues, please contact Katie. For decoder issues, please contact ESU. So we'll see what that decoder looks like in there. I'm interested. I'm hopeful that it's a 21-pin decoder and I can swap in, swap out. And if I look at this again, is there space for a speaker? I don't think there's an interior detail in here, so I'll probably fit a speaker somewhere up front if I can. That's if I can. I don't think I can. Hopefully there's space I can put a speaker in for both of these units. So yeah, pretty interesting. On the back, if you want to read this, here you go. If you want, pause right now to read the top. And if you want to read the bottom and zoom in and look at that drawing right there, there you go. And that's it. Pretty cool. That's in the A units box. I checked the B unit and I don't think it had it. So, yeah. All right, let's see with the next section with the shells off. Alrighty. So now we got the shells off. I'm going to show the A unit first since it has unique stuff going on. Right here, I guess, is where the headlight goes in. I wonder if it came off. Oh, I guess it has a housing right inside under this tape, so I won't mess with it that much. And it does have a rear light right there. There's that worm gear assembly. Here it looks like that drive is the axle's plastic, but I think that's fine. I don't think that will wear out too badly. And there's like a metal rod that goes to the gearbox. Now, I wonder what's in the sides of the gearbox. But, I don't know. Maybe if anybody knows about these models can tell me what's inside, if there's plastic gears or not. That would be great. But, yeah, this is the board. Now, what's great is that it has a speaker plug-in right there. I wonder. That will be pretty cool. There's a speaker plug right here. I want to know where I can buy a speaker plug, and then when I get the DCC sound board in here, I think that will make a world of difference for these models. That's really interesting. And you got auxiliary for you can get more light features if you want on here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And you got some light plugs and whatnot, and some more pickup plugs as well. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. The LEDs in there somewhere, probably right there, and it's too dark. The B unit is a lot more simpler, but you could probably see a lot more. There's no tape in here. Very interesting. I have to say, that's actually pretty interesting. I wonder if there's a tape. No, it didn't get stuck in there. Here's inside the shells. It's been spray painted, of course. Interesting, right? It's not really focusing well. That sucks. But yeah, here's the board. The board is screwed down, which is good. As you can see, it doesn't have the rear headlight and the forward headlight. Only has the pickups and for power for the motor. So if I wanted to add more lights to this for whatever reason, I could. Yeah, I guess the electrical tape's just to protect the wires. Here's more of that drive shaft with the flywheel. There's a flywheel on both sides. I can confirm that. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's a flywheel. It's too dark. But yeah, there it is. You can barely see that brass in there, and that's a flywheel. So yeah, that's nice. 2 flywheels. That's great. I really like that. But yeah, this is pretty nice. These are pretty nice models. Yeah, they're pretty simple, but I think they look great. I think they're better than the Proto 1000s. If you want to get, I mean, it's gonna be harder to find these now. I haven't seen that guy. I have Trueline Trains saved as a search tab, and I haven't seen a lot of these C-liners pop up as much. So, I mean, you could still check and try to look for them, but I haven't seen, especially Pennsylvania ones, for a while. And I won these in bids, so I was happy to get them when I can, because the brass ones are ridiculous in terms of price. And if you want to deal with possible cracked gears in Proto 1000, I'm pretty sure there might be parts that you can find. Again, I hope that the rumor of Atlas is around and it's true with the C-liner stuff. That would be great for a lot of modelers who want C-liners. I think C-liners are a bit underrated in the model space to have as models. Yeah, they pretty much were not the best in real life, but there's only one in existence now that we know of currently, and that it's a Canadian Pacific, I think, scheme. It's the gray, yellow, and maroon scheme that they came in, and there's only one left. And I don't think it runs. I think it's just stored outside with another Fairbanks Morris locomotive, which I think is a mini Trainmaster, or they call it a baby Trainmaster. So, yeah, that's what's just inside them. I don't think I'm going to do a little running session. I could probably link you a video of them in action if you want. Other than that, as a model, these are really nice. I could definitely tell these will be well taken. You know, of course they're gonna be well taken care of, but these are gonna be well built models, and I can't wait to install sound to these. I like to get soundboards for them, and I like to get the install speaker that can just plug in there. I don't know if ESU still sells a speaker kit to plug into these, but hey, you never know. I can always ask around if I want to get a speaker in here. I do have some spare speakers, so I could probably get them once I get the soundboards. I'm going to have to program them at my local club to get them sound ready. And then I got to reprogram them to be both the same on this locomotive. So, yeah. My final thoughts on this locomotive, I'm not going to do a final page. The detail on these are great, although it's not like 100% accurate. There are some C-liners made by Trueline that did have the train phone pre-installed from the factory on the A unit. So that is a minus in a point. And I rate it out of 10. I know most of my stuff so far that I'm doing this new rating stuff is like 8 out of 10 right now, or 7 out of 10. But you'll see. In terms of drive quality, these are pretty good. The motor's a little bit noisy. I'm pretty sure it's because these haven't been run for a long time. And the first time I ran them, I didn't run them that long. This is the second time I've really brought them outside the box to really show them to you guys. Until I get sound decoders, I'll do some more videos on them and whatnot, and I'll probably do a part 5 with the sound decoder and with the sounds programmed into them as well. So that's that on that. As far as I understand, how smooth these things run are pretty smooth. These are pretty smooth runners. It's just that the motor's a little bit noisy. It's not unbearable. These motors are pretty solid. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think it's just, these things haven't been running a long time. This is my best guess of what's going on. Other than that, I think the lubrication's fine on these. I mean, if I need to re-lube them, I'll re-lube them. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, I can't see anything that chassis are pretty nice. It's already weighted. These are pretty wet heavy. You know, these are probably like 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds for chassis alone. So, I mean, these are pretty solid. I'll have to give them credit for that. The detail on the trucks, they're basic, but they work. Diesels are not, usually Gen 1 diesels are not the most ridiculously detailed, although I'll probably, when I do a later review, not my next review, who knows, I do have another locomotive that has a lot of detail on it, and I'm guessing depending on the model that you're modeling after, you know, or from the factory or wherever, it can have a lot of details. And again, you know, it would be nice to have a train phone on these, but I can always have them myself. So from the factory, I'd probably, you know, give an overall score of an 8 out of 10. These are really nice. Even the paint quality and the shell's really nice. I mean, paint quality is superb, really superb. The exterior details are nice. The grab irons are cool. There's detail on the ends with the grab irons as well. I really like that. I appreciate it too. I know the C-liners don't have a lot of the detail, but yeah, I mean, these are. I would give them a solid 8 out of 10, even though they don't even have sound. With sound, I'll probably give them a 9 out of 10 because you know. Although, for those who do not know, that's just my personal overall score. For those who do not know, like this company, you know, I would say 8 out of 10 for those who are unsure about the quality on these models. I mean, that's what I would say personally. So I'm gonna put this back on, and it just snaps right back into place. Boop, just snapped. And I'll put the coupler back on. So yeah, if you're unaware and you're wary of this, I would say 7 out of 10 for those who are unwary. I mean, who knows how long these will actually last. I know they're boasting a lot that these will last decades, and I'm pretty sure they will. These will probably last a long time, and I'll make sure that they're well lubed and whatnot, and I don't burn up their motors and decoders like my club does for fair stuff. These will probably be run for like fun stuff on my layout, and I'll probably bring them to the club for some, you know, simple operations during ops nights and all that stuff. Alright, so we're at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like these C-liners, and maybe get yourself some too if you really like them enough. So this is the Pennsylvania Florida Eastern, signing out once again. I'll see you guys next time in the next review. Bye now.